EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
First play, and McCarthy to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Ty Helton. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 27
That's good for 27 and a first down.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard
Play
line.
action now. It's McCarthy. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone inside the 20.
It's a gain
Wow,
of
they are
21
moving the ball to
yards.
start this drive.
That's
21 on that play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
It's second
A bit of a
and
quick
8
hitter here,
at
and
the
what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the
16-yard
defense
line.
can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 4th TD grab of the season. On now, Cade York for the point after. He's got it. The Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out in the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. Ray going to return it. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. That's 3rd down coming up.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punch it away. This brought in, out, now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline, though. They just put their defense in a really bad spot.
A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and Tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix it.
And he will get into the end zone. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown Cowboys. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Reichard good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. It's time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's swung out to Etienne.
McCarthy's pass. Complete to Travis Etienne.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And we'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That's complete to Etienne. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
18 more yards.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, here's McCarthy. Flash, and he lost the football. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter. Quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite him right here.
And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Now it's Turner on the stop. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Get out of the gun is Milton. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. One side losing on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns. Not a game of hot potato, bouncing the ball back and forth.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Intended for his tight end.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The ball comes out. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football.
This one's going to be tough to stomach. I mean, all he has to do is just hold on to the ball, and they've got a fresh set of downs. He was past the yard to gain, but Unfortunately, when they gave up the first down initially, the defense was determined to get off the field one way or another. They found a way to do just that.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities. In a moment, we'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Go.
Here's a run, going left, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 3rd and long, here's Milton. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. Here's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Douglas in motion. Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. It's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one good for 26 yards.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First down, here's Milton. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Throw once more. Here's Milton. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Milton going to look to throw it again. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Corey, 70.
To the air once more is Milton. That's complete to Blue. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. A gain of 14. First down, Cowboys.
Up the middle they go. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It is 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To the air. It's Milton. Oh, a loose football. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10.
Now, ETN. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
ETN, the ball carrier.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds down at the 21. To break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. This one caught at the 4. And they're getting down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Hank Bigsby, touchdown Vikings. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. York, good on the extra point. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Hold it ready. 19 Tiger.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Milton. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Dallas.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. That's complete left side to Pickens. Down the sideline. Wow, out of bounds. Inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A huge play for Dallas. It covers 63 yards. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their 1st. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. He'll get this out wide. To the pylon. He's pinned. George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. Reichard, good with the extra point. Cowboys will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchdown.
35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Going for it all. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. Picked off by Deron Bland. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Crack all 80. Here we go.
He'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
For the extra point.
Reichard, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Now he'll air one out. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. Rolling right. Taking off. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds. Pickup of 2.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Reichard good with the extra point. The Cowboys have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, here's McCarthy. He's going to try it here again. To the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota.
For the extra point.
York. Good on the extra point. Tie games are back to within 7. It's 28-21. 7 seconds, all that remains till halftime. And the kick is away. Ray going to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And it was finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back. 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cade York to kick off.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Go! Let's go now. Check.
The 3rd quarter begins with a run. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
37-yard line.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Get out of the gun is Milton. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. An uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun, here's Milton. He's got his man. It's Pickens. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Milton. That one swung out to Blue. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
19 charge.
Milton from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
38-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Etienne. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle made just shy of midfield.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
And 7.
Once again, it's Etienne. Finds room inside the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
And
a fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. He'll look forward and maybe a yard. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
From
29 line.
Here's 2nd and 8. That is caught outright on the RPO. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got it at about the 8. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll run it here with Etienne. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Now, here's 2nd and goal. Etienne. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
They'll try and run with Etienne. And this defense standing tall in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now
and he's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. York good on the extra point. And the Vikings are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray going to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
We've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 48-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So, 3rd down forthcoming.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, break. Mustang 19. 18, Ramler. 18. Ready.
Throwing. Milton. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
Joe Milton.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. They'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The Vikings, first down.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. Forced out wide. And another first down. And another big gain. This time, 23 yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
On second down, here's Etienne. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here later. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
McCarthy to the air on second down. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time.
Makes it third down.
Now it's going to be third down.
Yards to go.
To the air once more is McCarthy. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. So a pressure kick here for Cade York. This to tie things up here in the fourth. His kick is good. He got it. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time?
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
Come on.
On play action, here's Milton. Open man, Demario Douglas. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now second and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. To the air, it's Milton. That's complete to Blue. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll run, and a good run there. We'll get him 5 yards. Here's second down.
It's a gain of 5. brings up second and
18
5
Rattler. 18
at the
Rattler.
36-yard line.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll stick to the ground. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. The sound deafening in the dome. It's third down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19 Lion. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Warriors 70.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. That's complete to Etienne. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
A gain of 17
2 timeouts,
yards.
still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. To throw is McCarthy. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. And that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. Solid pickup on that first down play. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. So a pressure kick here for Cade York. This to win the game. This kick is good. And the Vikings are going to move out in front. So a win here for the Vikings. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.